Let's talk about chicory root. Root of Chicorium Intybus is the most popular use. It's been utilized to aid and stimulate digestion, but also in the Civil War, it was utilized as a replacement for coffee. When we started to have a coffee shortage, it became popular in New Orleans. It is still used. Like, a lot of people will have a little bit of chicory root with their coffee, and it brews up. I had a little bit. It tasted really good. I highly recommend after this video you go check out my Instagram exclusive series where we are just trying a bunch of different recipes for coffee alternatives where we tried that out. But it is a very warming, kind of stimulating herb. So I say warming loosely because that's not actually the energetics of it. It's actually a cooling, tonifying, aromatic, bitter herb. But the taste of it is woody, earthy, nutty, which in my culture, we kind of associate those tastes with like warmth, I guess, which is kind of weird, but this is why I love sensation and perception, because it's different for everybody. It only flowers one day, and it's actually a annual or a perennial. Roots are this really, really long tap root, and that is what's most used aside from the leaf and the seed. And then there's these really pretty blue flowers, as I said, that only flower once a day. And then the fruits of the flowers are a mottled brown. And it flowers the second year that it has been planted. It is a part of the Asteraceae family, and the common names are coffee weed, blue dandelion, horseweed, wild endive, or succory, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing those all correctly. The root, as I said, can be brewed as coffee. Like, you'll dry it, grind it up, and then brew it as coffee, or you can actually like roast and cook the root and eat it. Actions of chicory include anti-inflammatory. It is a laxative, digestive, diuretic. It contains inulin, which is this magical property I've already talked about, which helps to regulate and reduce lipid levels in the blood. So it creates a healthy cholesterol and blood sugar level and has a hypoglycemic effect. So precautions are, if you are taking warfarin or salicylates or any anticoagulants, you want to probably stay away from chicory root or be very cautious about it. Talk to your provider if you are pregnant or breastfeeding as well. But chicory root has a lot of these beautiful vitamins and properties. So let's talk about the actions of chicory root in Western and Ayurvedic methodology. So Western actions of chicory root include anti-inflammatory, antipyretic. The main uses are for aiding in digestion. It is a tonic, a diuretic, a laxative. It reduces heat and inflammation, improve appetite, and expel excess internal mucus. So expel, get rid of some of that excess nasties inside of you. Also helps with rheumatism and gout, and it can help with high fevers and reduce basal body temperature due to that antipyretic action property to it. So what are the constituents? How does it do all of that? So the constituents, it contains carbohydrates, proteins, soluble fiber, and then it has phenolic compounds. It has inulin, which we talked about how magical that is. Before this video, did you ever hear about chicory root, and would you consider putting it in your coffee? For peace.